So I'm here to give you something to think about, to cause you to give a little bit more thought to lean, not to summarily reject it, not to think that it's just a production thing. That's a big mistake. And I'm going to do that a little bit differently today, a little different approach than you've probably ever heard. I'll address the biggest changes that I think you have to make, and not just you, but any company. And those are culture and personal change. And so I realize I have a bit of a mixed audience here, and that's a little difficult. You're a mixed audience in terms of your levels of understanding. So I may use some terms and words that you don't understand, and just raise your hand and don't be afraid to stop me. So I'm going to start with my first day at Shizuki. So I was hired by Shizuki to be general manager and vice president, and I was interviewed in a very nice office, and I was told I'd have an executive assistant and, you know, all the things that come with that job. So I got to Shizuki here in the US, and my first day, and I said who I am, and they said, we'll take you to your office. Okay, so they take me to my office, and this is what my office looked like. There were 2 tables. Each table had a nice yellow pad on it, 2 pencils all laid out like this, 2 chairs, a black file cabinet, a black file cabinet, a black wastebasket, and a coat stand by each desk. And this was very strange. It's just a simple desk, and there were no walls. There was no clock. And of course, can't have a clock on the wall if there's no walls. This sat out in the middle of the production floor. Right out in the middle of production. I mean, I said, I think you got the wrong person here. I'm not manufacturing, I don't know how I said it, but you know, it's to the effect that I'm the new top dog here. Need top dog office. And, no, we got a message from Yesu Heiko Keiji Kewa or something like that. I couldn't understand what the name was. Who's he? Well, we don't know, but we got a special message, and he sent this plan. This is where you sit. Well, what's this other desk for? Well, that's for Mr. Keiji Kewa, or he'll be here in a couple days. Okay, maybe I can meet with the executive assistant then and get started. No, Keiji says no assistant. Secretary? No secretary. Well, what am I supposed to do? Well, Keiji says don't do anything, just sit and wait. This is a little difficult now, you know. I'm like ready to leave. Except the salary was pretty good, so I wanted to stay. So that's the man. It's actually Yasuhiko Kajikawa, I learned, and he came a couple days later. And I'm a little bit testy at this point in time. And he says, very nice to meet you. And I could already tell he couldn't say what he wanted to say. His English was very poor. And so I eventually got around to my first question in my mind was, how long is this meeting going to last? He says, 2, maybe 3 years. I said, you mean hours? No, years. And what I came to learn is Yasuhiko was here to be at my side for the next 2 years. Minute by minute, every day. He had no other responsibility other than to teach me what they thought I needed to learn to manage this company. And, you know, I've already got an MBA, I've already been around a little bit. This is a little hard to take. But I came to love Mr. Kajikawa. And let me tell you what a day like him would be. I'd get to work first thing in the morning. I like to get to work early, so I'd get there at 6 o'clock. He's already there. So I can fix this. I like to get up early. I'll come in at 5 o'clock. He's already there. Okay, well, I'll work this little guy right into the ground. I'll stay till 8, 9 o'clock. He stay right there. 10 o'clock, he stay right there. I can never get away from Kajikawa. Everywhere I go in the company, he's right there at 5 o'clock. So I learned to talk this way from working with him, to leave the verbs out and the strange sentences. So curious that you invited me here to speak. So, and sometimes I turn too quickly and Yasuhiko on the floor. It's only 120 pounds. And one time turned too quickly and embedded him into the wall. But he's always most courteous gentleman, and always never corrected me in front of anyone unless I was being a little harsh, or in other words, disrespectful of someone. Immediately he'd step in, like in a wrestling match, the referee steps in. Come talk. And he'd come correct me offline, away from everyone else. But it was a very interesting experience. For 2 years, this man was here for no other purpose than to be my coach and my mentor. That's how serious they take developing people. Okay. Today, was he just some good manager in the company? No, today he's CEO and chair of the board for Suzuki worldwide. So it was a great experience to learn a lot about lean, and I'd like to start kind of here. You've heard this phrase, lean starts at the top. What does that mean?